Hey Legion, and welcome to a vlog, I guess. I have a list with many things written on it, including 4 things I want to talk about, so I guess this is a vlog. First off, I haven't been uploading these days. I know that very well, and I'm sorry about that. I did intend to kind of upload stuff, and then I discovered that getting a calm moment where I don't have too much background noise is next to impossible during the holiday. So I took a holiday myself. Videos should be coming back soon, during the first week of 2013. I'm hoping. I have a duel already recorded with background noise, but that was special. That was a special case. I needed to play it now. The rest I'm going to record right after this, and it's going to be as no background sound as it is right now. So yay! So yeah, aside from the duel, I'm going to tie up some loose ends in Unreal Gold, and then maybe a bit of Shining Force Feather if I can. And then the week after that, it should go back to normal. Normally, I still have exams to go through after Christmas because of a long story. Let's just put it that way. It's a long story. That happened last spring, and it kind of just dephased all the university sessions. It's weird. Don't mind it. So yeah, I haven't been uploading videos. I haven't been recording videos. I did, however, play around in Audacity, and I learned how to use I don't know how you call it in English because I have French Audacity. I guess it's sound or noise cancelling or noise eradication, or you kill noise, the background noise. You give it a sample and you tell it, okay, this is noise. You search for that in all of the recording, the sound recording you have right now, and you delete it or you isolate it. You can ask it to isolate things. I'm not going to isolate it because I would only kill it. So there's no point in just isolating it. Might as well just delete it already. So I'm going to be doing that. I tested it a little bit. My voice gets a little weird with it because sometimes the background noise is hard to distinguish from my voice, apparently, something like that. So it has trouble sometimes, and it like leaves a little bit of it there, and it just makes my voice slightly weird. Just slightly, but I think it's better that way than with a lot of, well, some background noise. It's better that way, I think. You tell me, because I should be applying this new technique I have found on this vlog thing. So you tell me if you prefer this or something else you heard me say, right? Oh, that was the second thing. Third thing, it was the holidays. Going back to the holidays, it was the holidays, and I got a gift, which I didn't bring here because I didn't think of that. It's right there, though, behind this. It is an HD PVR 2. I got that as a Christmas gift. And yeah, it's right there because my consoles are right there. What does an HD PVR 2 does, you ask? It allows me to record game footage from consoles, which are right there, right behind that thing, for me. Oops. I ain't got no pen. I got plenty more. Uh, I need to play with something at the same time. I don't know. I'm used to it, I guess, because Let's Plays, you're playing the whole time you're talking. So yeah, HD PVR 2. What does it do? It records game footage, which means I can record stuff off of my console games. Well, it is designed for Xbox 360 and PS3. I don't have a PS3. My Xbox 360, I do have one. I have very, 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 very few games. Most of my repertoire, and I don't have a big one. Most of it is on the Wii and PS2. I'm a PC gamer. I don't go for consoles much at all. I prefer PC games, and that's mostly because I like strategy games. The good ones are mostly on PC, and then first-person shooters, which I suck at with a couple of joysticks. My aim at that is just terrible. It's getting better because I've had to play games that use this method of going around with double joysticks. I am getting better at it, but I'm not a master at all, and I prefer just mouse and keyboard, nice and easy. So yeah, I don't go for console games much. I can. There are some games that I will record though. Now that I have this, I know there's videos on YouTube. I've been told at least that there are videos to tell me how to adapt it to record PS2 and Wii footage. So I should be still alright. But yeah, first thing I'm going to be recording with it though is Dragon's Dogma because I really wanted. I heard good things about this, and I had in mind, oh, you know what? I'm gonna do a let's play of this, right? I'm gonna do that. And it's gonna be fun. It's kind of like Skyrim but hard. It's more complicated than that, but it's apparently a wide open world that you can explore and do stuff in, and it's harder, much harder. Combats are much more interesting than in Skyrim, and in Skyrim, yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in it. Well, Elder Scrolls in general, there's a lot of good stuff in it. Combat is not one of them, in my opinion. So that would be good. That would be fun. And then I discovered it's on console, and I was like, well, dang it, I can't do my Let's Play anymore. Now I can because I got this gift. They were thinking about that specifically when they gave me that. So I went and bought Dragon's Dogma, which brings me to the fourth point. The fourth point is a question to you guys, okay? But I have a story to tell first, and then I'm gonna ask the question. So you either bear with me or just skip ahead. Do what you want. I have a question for you regarding Dragon's Dogma. If you're not completely not interested in Dragon's Dogma, you can of course like close the video. I don't think I'm gonna go back to Hero 6 or whatever else. No, I don't think so. I'm done talking about that. I don't have much to add to what I already said. So anyways, Dragon's Dogma. I was like, yeah, I can do my Let's Play of Dragon's Dogma now on the Xbox 360 because that's what I have. I'm not gonna buy a PS3 just for that. No. Uh, so I go and buy it, and I go buy it on Boxing Day, right? Boxing Day can be a little crazy, and it kind of was. Going around wasn't too crazy, but for some reason, video games are more dangerous than any other thing. Because in the shopping mall, there's this video game shop, per se, eBay Games, kind of like the equivalent to GameStop, I think, which is the American equivalent of it. Something, a video game store, alright? The big chain of video game stores. They had hired, or it's one of their regular employees, but they had this big dude with muscles, at the entrance, and he was keeping people out. I mean, there was a waiting line, and you couldn't have more than X amount of people in the shop. So yeah, they were like stopping people from coming in, like, no, 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 you're gonna flood the shop. You just wait in this giant waiting line. So I saw that, I was like, well, no, this is way too long of a waiting line, so I'm gonna go somewhere else. So I went to Walmart, which is like a giant surface mall thing. I'm sure you know Walmart or the equivalent. Kmart, I think there is in the States. I don't know. So I went to Walmart. They I thought that was so funny. They had barricaded the video game section. It was like the corner. They had barricaded it, and if you wanted a video game, well, they had barricaded some employees inside. Okay, so you ask them, and they give it to you. You couldn't just enter the video game section. And again, there was an entire alley's worth of waiting line. I went, screw that, and I went to a third place, which didn't have a reduction on price, savings. Yeah, English. Because I'm French, remember that. Remember that, I'm French. So I went to that third shop, picked up Dragon's Dogma, so no problem, right? No problem whatsoever. No waiting. I did pay full price, but I didn't care that much. It deserves full price, I think. So I get back home and I realize something. It's in French. I didn't think of that because I'm a PC gamer. I'm used to, I just pick a game up, I put it in the computer, and I choose English. Even if it's the French version, there's going to be the English version on it. There are a few exceptions. StarCraft 2 was one, because if you buy the French version, it's going to connect you directly to the European server, because the North American server does not support French. So I had to really specifically buy the English version because I did not want to have to deal with the lag of going to European servers. There are a few sections like that, but mostly when you're PC gamer, you just pick whatever version of the game. Most of them are going to have the English version on it, so I never have to worry about that. And now I just didn't think of that. I bought a console game and it was like, I put it in the console and I was like, wait, is that French? And I was looking at the box and was like, it wasn't written anywhere. I mean, there was French and English, so it could have been both. Um, Naturally, it's going to be French because they wouldn't put French on an English version, I imagine. So it's the French version. It's a lazy French version, though. What they did translate is anything written. So menus, item descriptions are French, and then subtitles are French. The actual people talking, the voice acting, if you will, stayed English. It's still English. It's stupid like that. It's like the French version is actually just a subtitled French version. It's still English, which is lazy, if you ask me. And I mean, it's a little sad because translations of video games specifically do have some advantages sometimes. Serious Sam, the first Serious Sam game, the French version uses for its French voice actor for Serious Sam uses the voice actor that always voices the French Bruce Willis. So in my youth, I played this a lot, and it was Bruce Willis. Serious Sam was Bruce Willis, obviously, because that was the voice. That was his voice, you know. And they couldn't have paid Bruce Willis to voice Serious Sam in the original version because Bruce Willis himself would have asked for way too much money. But his other language voice actors, sure, they're much cheaper than Bruce Willis, you know. So yeah, that was fun. They could have done something like that. Have famous actors, French doubles, voice acting. That's something the video game translators need to do more. But yeah, I am going completely off topic right now. My question was, since it's English subtitled French, and since I can translate anything that is not still in English, like item descriptions, I can translate that rather well. I was wondering, because I'm still going to do this Let's Play no matter what. And I was thinking I'm gonna do it in French because it's the French version. Why not? I'm a French Canadian. It has torn inside of me. I'm doing my Let's Plays in English when I could be doing them in French. Why am I not doing them in French? I'm not, because I'm used to playing video games in English, by the way. It just felt natural to just, well, I play these in English. Why not commentate them in English? That's just logical. It's illogical. But I could do them in French, and I never did that. So yeah, I was thinking, well, I'm just going to do it in French because I have the French version, but it's still rather English. So I'm going to ask this. Is there interest in seeing a Let's Play of this game? And if there is, does it bother you if it's subtitled in French instead of English? If there is enough interest, and I mean more than Monomer, if there's enough interest, and if it doesn't bother you, okay, I'm going to do it in English. I don't mind. But otherwise, I'm going to do it in French. Because whatever. Because whatever. I don't mind too much. The rest of my series is still going to be in English, so you can still watch that if you're bothered by French. And then I'm going to have some French viewers. It's going to be a little screwy, but whatever. Whatever. I'm going to do at least one Let's Play in French, because I did promise myself this. It calmed my inner self to promise myself that I would at least at one point do a French Let's Play. I wasn't planning on doing Dragon's Dogma in French, but it kind of just fell on me. You know what? Oh, wow, this is French. Let's do it in French, right? So yeah, that's about all I had to say. Dragon's Dogma, are you interested? Do you mind if it's subtitled in French instead of freaking English? Menus I can translate them. Don't worry about that. Do you mind that? Because you're still gonna get to hear English anyways. And if there's only one or two people interested, screw that. I'm doing it in French because why not? Because why not? I kind of feel like the French thing. I'm not sure I'm gonna do it yet, not entirely certain, but I'm leaning towards French right now. Anyways, that's about it. So I'm going to stop this and not do the nice. I'm going to do some noise cancelling in Audacity before I export this to a place where well, into Vegas basically. Yeah. So see you next video. Whatever you watch, Heroes 6 or something else. Most of you watch Heroes 6, so most of you probably didn't even stay this long. Anyways, see you.